incessant power failure the country experienced within the period from January to this year. When we just, notice that investigation has shown that almost 7 or 8 SOPA system failure had occurred within the same period of years. And if you consider the amount of, economic and social loss that are associated with this system collapse, then the country need to awaken from slumber or sleep to see that something is done to change the pattern of the system. Compared to last year, when we had only between 3 to 4 system failures, but this year alone we are having almost 8 so far. So we feel that there is a need for investigation to truly find out what is really happening with the transmission company of Nigeria. Compared to other countries globally, most of them, even third world countries, they have even forgotten anything like system failures, except when there are major catastrophe in the country, when maybe you have disasters that you cannot control, and the system may be up for some time before, But this one, without any natural cause, nothing, is just system management. We used to experience it. Is even becoming, a pattern of life that the whole system grid has collapsed. This is something that has a tremendous effect on the economic and social life of Nigerians, and that we feel as a representative of the people, we need to investigate to know why these things are recurring virtually always. So that was why I need to come up with that motion to investigate the incessant, because from 2013 to date, investigation has shown that we had almost 100 system collapse. That is outrageous. With this year alone having 8 SOPA, if we do not put a stop to it to see what is really happening with the transmission company of Nigeria, we don't know how long it will take the country to stop these failures. Just trying to refer to figures. So you need to give time. The time frame between 2013 to date, when something happened, something tremendous happened to the power sector, was when there was privatization of the distribution and the generation sector. So what is happening? Is it lack of, working in synergy with each other that is causing this problem? Is it that the transmission and the distribution generation and distribution with the transmission in between that convey the generated power to the end users? Is this who is at who has the problem? So that was why we have to connect between that period to date. There were over 100, but if we are talking specifically between this year, you have from January to this month, you had almost 8. That is just unbearable. That is just unimaginable, that the system has collapsed almost 8 times. So what are the transmission company of Nigeria doing? So that was why we have to come up with this with this motion to enable, the House investigate fully what is really happening, despite the huge sum of money the government is spending on the transmission company as the only utility in the power industry that is not privatized. So what is really happening? Saying that because the transmission company has not been privatized. It's only the generation has been privatized, the distribution side has been privatized, but the generation has been left because we are copying from the Indian system. In India also you have, and other countries, you have the transmission still belonging to the government due to maybe strategy and security issues. So that is why maybe the transmission company has not been privatized. But why is it that all other sectors, even those ones that were privatized, were having same issue? But we have not come to that, because issue of distribution and generation, they are only, they work hand in hand with the transmission to, the generated power transmitted and then distributed by the distribution companies. We have not gone to them, but we are thinking on why is it that the transmission company cannot handle this thing very well, that it is allowing the system with poor management causing this system collapse. Because it's something predictable, it's something that if you put the real things in hand, because you know what parameters affect the frequency, either over frequency or under frequency, that will trigger the system to go down. So is it that they could not manage that, or what? Is it that we are still in the analog system that we need to know they are not, trying to improve on the system to make it digital in such a way that machines computers will monitor the system so that they will avoid this unnecessary collapse. That was why we feel there is a need for the community to give a very close marking to the transmission company to discover what really is happening. That was why we had to come up with this motion, because of the importance and the economic effect they have on the whole country. We have a capable committee on power. So we want to assure, we want to propose confidence on them, on the committee, that they will do the right thing by getting to the root of the matter to ensure that this thing is fully unveiled on why is it that this thing is happening. So we want to, rely on our committee to investigate fully, and we'll have given them time frame to ensure that within those time frames they should come up with the necessary reason why this thing is happening. Yeah.